game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 3. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
May not have throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
To the air yet again, May. Completes this one to Baker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer. They got to set an edge. And they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
They give it to him again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He gets 6 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here's the pistol snap to May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Shotgun now on third down. Has it in close. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to throw for it with May. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Back.
Right to the air, Burrow. He's on the move. He's keeping it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's going to be caught by Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. Time.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Finds his man Chase. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll motion him out of the backfield. May now from the gun. Got his target, it's Baker. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Patriot first down.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They kick the running back in motion. To the air on 1st down. May. Completed over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Motion man sent left. From the 48. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Running back, motioning right. Operating from the gun, here's May. Brought in right side. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's brought down for a loss.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D-tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's May. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Motioning him from the slot right. Here we go, right up the gut. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here on these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Fourth and goal, tie game.
Here we go, set. Smash, smash.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
Again, left side. Here's Evans. Finds a seam past the 15. Oh, stiff arm. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38.
Gun. Dot.
Man in motion, headed right.
Dot.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 1, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Dot.
Burrow to the air now. This finds Evans, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Dot.
Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Get set. Shot.
A give up the middle to Evans. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals. Lined up with a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow setting to throw. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Shot.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
On 1, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Shot.
Now Burrow. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Here's Burrow. Catch made underneath by the back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
65, 6. Come on. Set. Cut my team. Cut my team. 65, 65. 70 ring. 70 ring.
Here's May. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Left wing 19. Check 60. Check 18 left. 18 left. Check. Hurt. Go.
Back to the air. It's May. Finds him on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Hogan 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw, here's May. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the air yet again, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now May on 3rd and long. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
May. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's May to the air. Near the goal line. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hit. Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
11, Thomas. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one's caught along the left sideline. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 47. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. May now from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Patriots punt team coming out to the former sixth-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Bengals football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Gun. Got. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. Got.
Burrow from the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So second down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Got.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion.
Let's go.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Cut my team. Cut my team.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Roll, roll, roll. Traveler.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
60 back. 60 back. 70 ring. 70 ring. Go.
From the gun, it's May. Gets everything he has under this throw, and this is intercepted. Sidney Andy Brown makes the play. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Stop.
Staying ground with Evans. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Burrow setting to throw. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the jump.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
19, Charger, 19, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds his fullback. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Across midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
First down throw for May. Finds a man right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
May now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
May now on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Made a throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. It's 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, May. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Stop.
Evans straight ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Here we go. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On the carry, this is Evans. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Catch made by all. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Pats will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now.
Going play action, May. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
7 Pirates.
May on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They motion a receiver left. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Cut near the goal line. And he has the New England touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here we go.
Will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Back at 60. Ready.
First throw for the backup now. He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
On 1, ready?
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Running left is Evans. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Into the second level past the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Here's another carry for Evans. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Gun. Shot.
Give to Evans from the gun. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Shot.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss.